What's up guys, Chigs there from Chigs Tech Reviews. So today I bring you another straight up camera comparison video, and this time it's between the newly launched Oppo Reno 8 Pro versus the forever faithful Pixel 6a. Now first of all, I do want to share my admiration of the design, build quality and the color of the Oppo Reno 8 Pro. It's just so beautifully designed with the camera bump integrated into the body, and it looks so seamless. Color is called Glazed Green, and this phone has literally just been launched today, and my full review is coming soon after I spend a bit more quality time with it. And back to the camera comparison, Oppo Reno 8 Pro versus Pixel 6a. Now the Oppo Reno 8 Pro has triple cameras on the back with a 50 megapixel primary, 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro. And in comparison, the Pixel 6a has dual cameras on the back, 12.2 megapixel primary and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. Front cameras, the Pixel has an 8 megapixel selfie camera and the Reno 8 Pro has a much larger 32 megapixel camera on the front. So without any further ado, let the games begin. So first up, we are shooting 4K video with the rear cameras of both phones set to the maximum resolutions. So the Reno 8 Pro can shoot 4K 30 max and the Pixel can shoot 4K 60 max. Now both videos look equally detailed and equally stabilized, but the Pixel appears to be slightly more color accurate than the Reno. Both equally good dynamic range and the sky detail looks great on both. Okay, while shooting 4K, I'll just zoom in 2x on both cameras, and this is what you can expect. And now I'll take this a bit further, so 5x on both phones, this is what it looks like. Now the Reno 8 Pro can actually go up to 10x versus 5x max on the Pixel. Okay, to level the playing field, we have dropped the Pixel down to 4K 30. So now both phones are shooting at 4K 30 FPS, and again both videos are looking equally good and stable. Pixel maintains that color accuracy and even looks slightly sharper. Dynamic range is good on both, but this time every now and then, as I slightly panned towards the sky, the Reno very lightly for like a split second oversaturates the sky, and then it's totally fine again. So the Pixel is pretty spot on as usual, but with the Reno I am getting this slight issue. Okay, so now I've switched both resolutions down to 1080p at 60 FPS on both phones. Now I just like to test the 4K and Full HD to show you guys exactly what to expect, as many of us still do shoot in 1080p as it's a space saver. Now you can see both Full HD videos are looking great, stabilized and detailed. So overall video recording is pretty good on both phones. Colors and contrast look great. Pixel is a little bit more accurate in terms of colors. Dynamic range is also slightly better in the Pixel, but saying that, you would not be disappointed with the results of the Reno 8 Pro if you had this phone in your hand. It's just any phone going against the Pixel is going to be in for a challenge. Now switching over to the front cameras, both phones shoot 1080p at 30 FPS max. All enhancements are off, and that is actually throughout all my camera tests. Video quality looks pretty good on both. Both get pretty close to accurate skin tones, although Reno's front camera is a bit brighter than it should be. Also, it's incredible how the Pixel video is unaffected by the different shades of light and shadows as I'm moving around. The Pixel just gets it right, unbelievable dynamic range. Whilst the Reno shows a little bit of difficulty, it's not terrible, but it does slightly struggle with the different lighting situations, especially when I'm moving around. For some reason, the video and my face looks a bit brighter, and then you can see these slight flashes of light. And all that being said, if I'm standing still, then the Reno video also looks pretty good. So quick outdoor audio test. We're doing a camera comparison between the Oppo Reno 8 Pro versus the Pixel 6a. So outdoor audio test 1 2 3 4. Audio test 1 2 3 4. Alright, so now we're looking at some low light video. Both phones shooting 4K at 30 FPS. You can see both videos are quite grainy as expected. Pixel still manages better stabilization compared to Reno's shaky video. If you look at the 30 miles per hour speed limit sign, you will notice it's actually more clearer on the Pixel. So that's all the video recording out the way. Do let me know which phone you think shoots better overall video, or which one you actually prefer from the two. Let me know your thoughts. Alright, time to check out the photos. Both phones shoot 12 megapixel photos in standard photo mode. So even though Reno has a 50 megapixel primary sensor, in photo mode it takes 12 megapixel shots via pixel binning. However, Reno does give you an option to take 50 megapixel shots if you need to. Now both phones are capable of shooting some great looking photos. If we have a look at the garden gnome's face, you will see more detail on the Pixel. As we zoom in 2x, this is still the case. Now this is 7x on both. That's the maximum zoom on the Pixel is 7x. Reno can go further. Here is 10x on the Reno versus 7x on the Pixel. And finally 20x on the Reno versus 7x on the Pixel. Let me know what you think of the zoom. And when we switch to the ultra wide, you're getting mostly similar results, except when you're looking at the skyline just above the fence. It looks so much more prominent on the Pixel. Also the clouds look more prominent too compared to Reno's ultra wide shots. But otherwise, if you're not closely nitpicking each detail, then both cameras do produce equally good ultra wide photos. Alright, so time for some selfies. Pixel is close to accurate skin tones. Reno makes me look a bit more pale than I actually am. Sky detail in both is great whilst maintaining focus on the subject. Overall detail of selfies on both phones are very good. Now, portrait mode is interesting. Both produce decent looking portrait shots with an equal amount of bokeh effects in the background. The results are good, although it does look like the Reno sky gets oversaturated. But as it's blurred out, maybe it was not important to keep the detail. Pixel on the other hand keeps it all together in the sky and then blurs the image out, giving you a better overall portrait shot. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, so now it's time to forage the kitchen for colourful things I can take photos of. So indoor shots with a decent amount of natural light. This time I think they are both equally good. Pixel probably edges it in most of the shots, but otherwise let me know what you guys think. Alright, so the next few shots are taken in a dark room, so night mode active on both phones. Yes, a difficult scenario for most smartphone cameras, especially with all the lights off, but as you can see, most of the time both produced very good looking night shots. Then I actually went out at night and took a few more street shots for you guys to compare and decide for yourselves which one you like better. So there you have it guys, that was my quick camera comparison between the Oppo Reno 8 Pro versus the Google Pixel 6a, covering the most commonly used cameras for everyday use, showing you exactly how they compare in various scenarios. So I just want to quickly compare the UIs of both camera apps, and I really do like how both the Oppo Reno and the Pixel have easy to access shortcuts to change resolutions. So on the Oppo, if you just tap the resolution, it will give you your choice, and then if you tap the three dots at the end, you can choose your frame rate. Nice and simple without going into the main settings. And Pixel has always been easy, just tap on the settings and then you can choose your resolution and frame rate all within one overlay. Now if we go to the photo section of the Oppo, it takes regular 12 megapixel shots in photo mode, but if you want to take full resolution shots, you can just tap 50 at the top and now you are ready to take 50 megapixel shots. And both camera apps are really easy to use and have very convenient shortcuts and very user friendly. So bottom line, the Oppo Reno 8 Pro, being a mid-range smartphone, still manages to offer a pretty good camera experience thanks to the dedicated imaging processor, the Mari Silicon X. Now a few things might get improved in the next OTA update, as it usually does, but otherwise, Oppo Reno 8 Pro offers a great user experience and camera performance. The Pixel 6a is basically my workhorse. It is the camera benchmark phone for me. If I need to find out how good a new smartphone camera is, then the Pixel is always going to be the one to beat. Do let me know what you guys think of these results. Is this what you expected? And which one did you prefer from the two? Let me know in the comments. Meanwhile, full review is coming soon for the Oppo Reno 8 Pro once I get more time to spend with it. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.